want to use sunlight. If you can't see sunlight because of your environment, then you are going to have to opt for artificial light. And in that case, you're going to want an artificial light that either simulates sunlight or has a lot of blue light. Now, without going off course here, you might be saying, wait, I've heard blue light is bad for me. Actually, blue light is great for this mechanism during the day. We can talk about blue light and blue blockers, but you really want a lot of blue and yellow light arriving on the retina early in the day. Let me be clear about something. You never, ever want to look at any light, sunlight or artificial light, that is painful to look at. If you find that your eyes are watering or you're having challenges maintaining, looking at this thing for a while because it's painful, that light is too bright and you do not want to damage your retina. So you don't want to gaze at the sun, refusing to blink and burn your retina. That's actually possible to do. You don't want to do that. You have a proper blink reflex installed in you since birth, and if you feel like something's too bright and you need to blink, it means you need to blink, that it's too much light. So please don't beam your eyes with really bright light. But blue light, in particular blue light and yellow light coming from sunlight, is ideal. If you're going to get it from artificial light because you can't get enough sunlight, well then artificial lights that are rich in blue wavelengths are going to be ideal for setting this mechanism. A lot of people will say, oh, I should be wearing blue blockers throughout the day. No, that's the exact wrong thing. If you're going to use blue blockers, we can talk about that. That should be reserved for late in the evening because light suppresses melatonin. I've been asked many times before about this pineal gland, and there are a lot of ancient practices that map to some of the things that I'm saying, and people always say, oh, I heard that sunlight is great for the pineal. Well, perhaps, but we have to be careful about that phrase. Sunlight inhibits the pineal. It prevents it from releasing melatonin. Darkness allows the pineal to release melatonin. So the pineal is not the gland or the organ of sunlight. It is the gland of darkness. In fact, melatonin can be thought of as a sleepiness signal that's correlated with darkness. So get up each morning, try and get outside. I know that can be challenging for people, but anywhere from 2 to 10 minutes of sunlight exposure is going to work well for most people. And you want to do this on a regular basis. And you don't have to do it exactly at sunrise. I realize I'm repeating myself, but get that bright light early in the day from sunlight. And if you can't get it from sunlight, get it from artificial light. What kinds of artificial lights will work? Well, there are these sunrise simulators, but the ring lights that people use for selfies and this sort of thing, for posting on Instagram, those generate a lot of blue light. If you want to get experimental about this, there's a free app. I have no relationship to the app, but it's a great app called Light Meter that you can use your phone and you can measure the amount of photon energy in your environment. And it's kind of a fun experiment to do. You can go outside in the morning and you'll see that there's 10,000, 20,000 lux, even though it might seem like it's kind of dim or there's tree cover or cloud cover. You go inside and you shine that an artificial light at your phone, press the button on Light Meter, and you'll find that it's only 500 or 1,000 lux. And you realize that even though it seems really bright, the artificial light is very condensed, whereas the outside light is scattered in the atmosphere. And so you can think that you're not getting much sunlight, but you're actually getting much more outside. So get outside, get that sunlight early in the day, and try and do it on a consistent basis. If you can't do it every day or you sleep through this period of the early day, low solar angle, don't worry about it. These systems in the body, these hormone systems and neurotransmitter systems that make you awake at certain periods of the day and sleepy at other times are operating by averaging when you view the brightest light.